Good morning, everyone. I am Professor Deepthi, currently working under AIML department at East Point Institute of Technology. So, in this session, we are going to learn about some of the Python programming concept. Let's get started. What is Python? You need to know, first of all, what is Python? Python is a high-level programming language that is widely used because it is very easy to read, easy to learn, and very powerful. So here the meaning you should learn what is the meaning of high level programming language. High level programming language is nothing but it's just like an English language. We are going to write the program Python programming code. And Python is an open source programming language. What does the meaning of open source programming language means? So it is free of cost. Anybody can download this Python programming language. You can download from the Google and you can install it and you can use it, and you can easily modify this Python programming language. Okay, the code which has written in the Python programming, you can easily modify it. So that's why they are telling Python is an open source programming language. And this Python programming was developed by Gude van Rosen during the year 1989 at National Research Institute of for Mathematics and the Computer Science in Netherlands. We are using some of the softwares to run this Python programming. So one of the software is Spider, ideally, and Jupyter. These are some of the softwares we are using to run the Python programming language. Among these softwares, we are using ideally. Ideally stands for Integrated Development and Learning Environment. And we have some of the features or applications of Python programming language. So here we go. So some of the features of Python programming language is easy to learn. Why it is easy to learn means that it has a simple syntax. It makes the user or here, it makes the people to understand. So quickly we can learn this programming language, and easy to read because the code it has been written in the English language, therefore it is easy to understand. Easy to maintain. The Python programs are easy to modify and maintain. So wherever you want, you can modify the program and you can reuse the program. So many number of times. Repeatedly, you can reuse the programs and maintenance will be very easy. And we have an inbuilt standard library functions. So we no need to define the library functions, and it has an inbuilt standard libraries. And also the Python is a portable language which can be run on any of the computers. It can be run on any of the different computers. There's no changes in the output what you're expecting. So it will give the same output in all the systems. Therefore, they are saying that portable. Portable is nothing but it can be run on any of the computers. So next. So let's get started into the Python programming concept here. So totally we have totally 5 modules. So in the first module, we are going to learn the way of programming and some of the variables, expressions, statements, iterations, and functions. These are some of the topics which is related to the module 1. In this way of programming, we are mainly concentrating on what exactly the meaning of program, what is program, and what is the difference between program and programming language, and what is debugging, and different types of errors we are going to learn in this way of programming. After that, the second chapter, what we are going to study is variables, expression, and statements. In this, what is variable? What is the difference between the variable and the value? And more different data types, what we are using in this programming language. And we are going to evaluate some of the expressions according to the, some rules like PEMDAS. Okay, so by using that PEMDAS, we are going to evaluate the expression. So how to evaluate the expression, and what is the difference between operators and operands, and so some of the input and output statements. All these things we are going to study in this variables, expression, and statements. Then it comes to the third chapter. Third chapter is like iteration. So I will call it as an iteration, or you can also call it as an iteration. So here we are going to study about the looping statements, some conditional statements. We are going to study in this iteration. Next comes to the functions. Here, we are going to study about some of the arguments, function with the return type, without return type. So we have some arguments are there. We are going to study about that. So this is what the module 1, complete module 1, what we are going to study. So let's get started from the way of programming. The first topic what we are going to explain, what I'm going to explain is what is programming. A program is nothing but a set of instruction that tells the computer how to do the task is called as programming. So program. So here program is nothing but set of instruction that tells the computer how to do this task. Otherwise you can give the one more definition like the set of instruction given to the computer in order to perform the specific task is called as a program. That is also fine. So any definition you can give. So let us explain what exactly the meaning of program. So here, let me give a real-time example so that you will understand what is the meaning of program. So we have a robo. So robo need to work. So I will give the instruction to the robo that what is the problem is cleaning the car is the problem. How to clean the car? How the robo is going to understand how to clean the car? So what I'm going to do, so I will give the instruction to the robot so that by following instruction, he will execute the task. Means first instruction is you need to find the bucket. You need to fill the water. Then you need to go to near to the car. And then you need to wash the car. So this is what the instruction. How I am giving the instruction? Step by step, I am going to give the instruction. So in the same way, program is also a set of instructions. Okay. So I am going to give to the computer. So why we need to give the instructions to the computer? I have given the instruction to the robot in order to complete the task which is assigned by the user. In the same way, so you're going to give the instruction to the computer in order to perform the specific task what you have user has been assigned. Next, coming to the programming language. Now you have studied already the program, you know the what is the meaning of program. Then it comes to the programming language. Here you should remember programming language is nothing but it's a formal language. Why we are using this language means whatever the instruction given to the computer, okay, so that tells the computer how to perform the specific task. Okay, we'll give the instruction to the computer. So while giving instruction, you should tell the computer, instruct the computer to perform how to perform the task, given task, okay, by the user. So that is the meaning of programming language. The programming language here I have given the definition. Programming language is a formal language used to write the instruction that tells a computer to perform the specific task. So here we have a basic instructions. So these are the common instructions we are going to give for the computer. First one is input, second one is output, third one is math, and conditional execution and repetition. These are some of the basic instructions we are going to give for the computer in order to perform the specific task. So first one is input. Input is nothing but giving data or feeding data into the computer with the help of a keyboard. We'll call it as an input. So output is nothing but, so output, where you're going to see the output, where you're going to see the result on the monitor screen. Okay, so here output is nothing but the whatever the input, feed it data into the computer. So then it is going to process the data and it is going to give the output. So on the screen, it is going to monitor screen, it is going to display the output. In order to understand what exactly the meaning of input and what exactly the meaning of output, let us give the real-time example. You know how to prepare the tea. So in order to prepare the tea, what is the procedure to prepare the tea? You want some ingredients to prepare the tea. So one is water, milk, and tea powder. So first you will keep the bowl and you'll put all the ingredients. Okay, that putting ingredients or adding ingredients, we will call it as an input. After that, the tea will get boiled. That is called as in processing. Okay, after processing, so what is the final result? The tea is ready. That is called as in you're going to serve the tea. That is called as an output. You can relate this real-time example with this concept of input and output. And here also one more third basic instructions what we are going to give for the computer is math. So by using math, we are going to, give some mathematical instructions like addition. We can do the mathematical calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So and modulus. These are the some of the instruction. By using the math function, we are going to calculate or we are going to do some of the mathematical calculations. Then conditional execution. Here we are going to check the condition. Means here Boolean concept we are going to introduce. Means whether the condition is true or false. We are going to check the condition. As per the condition, the program we are going to, we are going to decide it. Suppose, let me give example. So if today is Monday, obviously college will be opened. Else, if today is Sunday, college will be closed. Okay. So we are checking the condition here. Whether the condition is true or false. That is what we'll call it as a conditional execution. Then repetition. Repetition is nothing but how many times the loop has been repeated. Here we are mainly concentrating on looping statements. Suppose if I give one statement, until that condition will get satisfied, we'll keep on repeating that statement. That is called as in repetition. Next. So after this, we'll go with the next concept. I think now you are understood what is program, what is programming language, how we are going to give the basic instructions to the computer. So next thing is what is debugging? Debugging is nothing but the process of finding and fixing these errors is called as in debugging. Here, programming error we will call it as in bugs. So let me talk about this debugging. We will write one program. So in that program, if you're finding any error, you will execute the program, but you will find some errors in the program. The process of finding the error, and in this statement only, in second line or third line, in this statement only, we are going to find the, we are going to get the error. So like that, we are going to fixing it. Process of finding, we are finding that and we are going to fix it. Fix it is nothing, but we are going to resolve it. That is called as in debugging. So debugging means error free. So here, programming errors, we usually call it as in bugs. There are three different types of in programming errors. First one is syntax error. Second one is runtime error. Third one is semantic error. So here, syntax error. What exactly the meaning of syntax error? Syntax error is nothing but mistake in the structure of the code. Suppose, let me give example. I will give print inside the parenthesis hello world. But I will open the parenthesis, but I will not close the parenthesis. That is also one of the syntax error. And missing of the colon. Here you can see in this example I have given if x is equal to x equals to 5. So what is the meaning of x equals to 5? Here, so here I have taken the one of the variable called as an x, and I am initializing the value of an x, x as 5. So here, if x equals to 5, I need to end with a colon. Here one condition I am writing. But while writing the condition, I should use the colon. But I have not used the colon. This type of an error we will call it as a syntax error. Therefore, they have given mistakes in the structure of the code. So next one, second one is runtime error. What do you mean by runtime error? Errors that occurs while program is running means when the error is going to occur means while executing the program, that time if you are getting an error, that type of errors we will call it as runtime error. So example, 2 by 0. So means any number divided by 0, it causes a runtime error. So this one will call it as a runtime error. Semantic error. Third one is semantic error. The program runs but gives the wrong result. What exactly the meaning of this? The semantic error is also called as a logical error. So whatever the code you have written, you can run the program, you can execute the program, but when you see the output, you will get a wrong output. You will get the output, but the wrong result you will get it. That type of an error we will call it as a semantic error. So here in this example, you can go through this. Writing area is equal to, so 2 star pi star r, instead of area is equal to pi star r. Means here, area of a circle I have given the formula 2 into pi into r I have given. Actually, the area of a circle is pi r square, but I have given 2 pi r. So if you can write the program, you can execute the program. When if you check the result, you will get an error. You will get a wrong result. That type of an errors we will call it as a logical error, or also called as a semantic error. So thank you. That's for the day.